BagFuel, baby.
Elliot Wilson just went off on Drake. I don't know if you've seen that.
Again?
About,
you know.
The new Bobby interview?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because Hynaken has some strong feelings about it. I'm like, Drake is half Jewish. If he wants to go chill with the white people, let him go chill with the white people.
My standpoint, right? He's complaining about the hip hop culture, how they're viewing him and all that perspective. And this interview is to gain favor within the culture. If you're gonna do that, go on the Breakfast Club, go on Gilly and Wallow, go on Drink Champs, go on Joe Budden.
And BagFuel, what the fuck is you talking about?
He didn't even mention y'all.
No, let's not make it personal.
This nigga
No, let's not make it personal. Just give that the culture.
I want to be number one. It gotta be personal.
No. You taking it off the.
I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead. I'm just fucking with you.
But you go to a young white girl, whether you're comfortable or not, to control the narrative just to gain favor back with us. And when we spoke about with Young Thug, if you want the streets, go to the streets. And that's my perspective on it.
I don't think he's trying to get favor. I think he's
Bro,
complaining.
don't do that.
I think he's complaining.
No. You just
White
sat here with
people
Loren
complain.
Lorosa for 30 minutes and said, niggas love the streets and niggas are dumb.
Yeah, they are.
Come on now.
But I think he's... But white people are different, okay?
Agreed.
And I
Let
think
me
he's
calm down.
complaining. I think it's the Jewish complainer side. I'm complaining those white guys. I helped them black guys over there.
Let's make it personal.
They're stealing
Why
from
not
the
go sit with
aisle.
Lauren LaRosa?
She's black. She's nigga.
Yeah,
So, but you want you want the
She's
cosign
nigga.
from her though.
She's nigga. She stopped me
Let's
and
be real.
said, she stopped me and said, ain't gonna be no slander. And who told you I'm
Yeah,
scared?
she went Thug
He
Drake
not
out in the
fucking with
interview,
that.
which is your prerogative.
He's
I'm
not fucking with that.
No.
I even walked off and said, she called me and said, I ain't got no beef with you. So I already know. And I never say that. I'll never
So
say
what's
that.
your perspective?
I just think my biggest question, I asked this on the Breakfast Club, is everybody has all these thoughts and opinions about Drake. And y'all think he's the culture or no? Y'all think he got to hang with people to get the culture and get the vibes? Or y'all
If
think
he cares about the culture and he wants their perspective and you're gonna speak on it, then you have to attach yourself to it.
What about, I mean, as far as like what Kendrick was saying, like he got to be with, like they say, got to be with Yachty to learn how to dress. He got to be with Baby. He got to be with, he got to be around these people, or he is not even the rap icon we think he is. Do you believe that? Is that true?
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I think Drake has always been in tune with the culture. He's given a lot of young artists shots that people didn't know about and cared about. You dig what I'm saying? Like, as dudes get older, it's hard to keep up with the music. And he's been able to keep up with the current trend. That's just not something you can do on a technical level. You gotta give a fuck.
Yeah. My whole question is,
Yo, he's about,
I just don't understand, like, if we think it, because everybody now is like screaming like Drake isn't this, he's not that. If he's not all of that, why y'all care who he sit with? Like, why does
I
it
feel
matter?
the same way. And for me, people are forgetting. I'm gonna keep it real. Nobody cared about Dirk like that until Drake was fucking with him like that. When Drake fucked with 21, it put 21 on another level. When he fucked with Pluto, he put Pluto on a whole other level. Like, people gotta recognize that. And what people don't understand about the music business, what I say, that's an art. When Madonna does it and fucks with the young girls that's coming up, the Britney Spears and all them, it's smart, nigga. That's how you prolong yourself. That's why Drake has become Drake. Not just because of music, doing smart things. You got the right budget behind you.
But
You're
also,
very tactical with who you deal with. He dealt with the Migos. This is all things.
I went to the Migos. Shout out to Mariah, Jasmine. My sister was dancing on that tour. But don't you think, for me also too, I think Drake, people just don't like him, and I get it. But
He's been winning for so long. People hate winners.
That's crazy
And he's
to
light-skinned.
me too. It's like when you fight so hard to get somewhere and you finally get there and people start hating you because you made it. That's a whole other conversation.
They hate no.
They hate you.
You
Oh,
can
I
come,
know.
and you can come
Why?
and say, yo, y'all been grinding
And
and
go my
y'all
outfits.
put the work in.
What I'm gonna tell y'all is, and right now this is why I'm fasting, and I talk about my fast a lot because
that's
you too.
I do intermittent. I do at least 18 hours a day.
Okay.
That's
well,
how I'm
I'm
off
eating till
smoke.
1 o'clock.
I'm fasting right now. I'm doing 30 days, no alcohol.
Congratulations.
Just because, and whenever I do it, it's because I'm, not that it's transactional, but my conversations with God just be a little bit different because I think that there is like, I'm thinking in my mind, why am I doing this every day? And it reminds me to have that conversation. Anyway, I saw this to say that there's a lot of noise that comes in and you gotta know how to quiet the noise and you get to a point where you learn how to do that. I think with Drake, people love to hate him. You get to a certain point where people do that. Totally fine. I don't agree with everything he does, but I don't dislike Drake either. But I also feel like isn't the goal or wasn't the goal, and what we're seeing right now with all these hip hop, like, based podcasts and docuseries and all the things, to remind people that hip hop is the popular culture. Like they separate hip hop and pop culture, but like we were at one point, then like I don't know where we rank now, but the #1 genre. Like we so much so much comes from us, right? So why is it that anyone that considers themselves whatever in hip hop, why do they only have to talk to certain people? Like I understand, I think what Elliott Wilson meant in the beginning of all of this is because there's so many new places to go to and people who are not, like we should kind of gatekeep, right? Like we could never, somebody asked me this before, like if I took Bobby's method and I sat with like, I don't know, like name like a super, like a Howard Stern or, somebody who's like really well regarded and white in what they do. So a Howard Stern or a Brad Pitt or, whoever. And I sat with them and acted like I didn't know who they...
That's your first rollout too.
Yes.
And I
sat with them and acted like I didn't know who the hell they were. And I was like, their publicists...
Dry humor.
Their publicists would have my head. And because there's a certain level of respect that is demanded or whatever. So I think what I would love to think is that the conversation Elliott was trying to have is like you have these journalists who build up these platforms and these numbers and they do these respected interviews and they really work, they really research. And then you go and sit with somebody who makes it a career to, even if she does know you, her thing is to not know.
Yeah,
but then, and there's nothing wrong with you doing that. But at the same time, you don't frequently come back over here to the Elliott Wilsons and the BagFuels and the whatever. And that's the issue. And I think that...
What gets more numbers? You doing that or you coming in?
It depends on. Look at the Breakfast
Drake
Club.
sits down with us,
the Breakfast
Club. Brad Pitt sits with Loren Lorosa. His next movie's going #1.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, come on. If these people, I'm gonna let you speak.
Yeah,
go ahead. You go ahead.
If these people sit, they can sit with anybody.
What's up, E?
Drake can sit with a nigga that nobody knows and go on that camera and it's gonna go crazy. Do I think he has the right to speak to whoever he wants to? Yes, of course. I agree. It's pop culture. You can do whatever you want. But the fact, like we talk inside the car, the fact that you're a rapper, forget all that other stuff, that you are a rapper in a black man's sport and you don't talk to any black media, to me, that doesn't make any sense.
He sat down with Lil Yachty.
Yo, you gonna make me, you must not watch my show because you gonna make me say something.
So you gotta
chill. Gotta chill.
We try to keep secrets really secret, bro.
You gotta chill now.
And you gonna force us to say shit that we don't want to say.
I almost spit it out, boys. And I said, no, this is viral and
we can't say that.
Be a problem. Anyway.
Well, wait, I missed it. What can't you say?
Nothing.
It's a lot of behind the scenes shit we just don't say.
If he doesn't do that as a rapper, yes, I think that's crazy. There are people that we know in black media that he considers his friends, that he text messages. If he was my friend and he text messaged me, he would have to do my show.
Yeah.
Or you not my fucking friend.
You mean like he's watching the shows and actively commenting on their content?
He's watching academics. At least there are academics to interview.
There are guys that we know that I can't say their name that we saw and heard things that when the beef was going down, he's texting them. He's asking for other people that do what we do. And I'm not going to say their name. And he hasn't been on their show or his show. So what I'm saying is that I don't speak to Drake, right? But if I did, if I'm a podcaster, and a media personality, whatever the fuck you want to call me, and he's on my beeline right here, I'm calling him saying, yo, bro, what is you doing?
Yeah, you can't complain to me in the DMs.
There is accountability.
Because I was going to say, whose fault is that, though? Because, again, it's back to the gatekeeping thing. Because, like, you look at a platform like The Breakfast Club, and The Breakfast Club, I don't care what nobody say, I will argue you down whether I was working there or not. The Breakfast Club has been long-standing for a very long time in a big platform that's hard to maintain, right? Yeah. But anytime The Breakfast Club has a conversation across the table where people feel like, oh, them people shouldn't be there, people get upset. And it's not, a lot of times they want to make it like, oh, this person should be on the platform because they don't respect the community or whatever the case may be, right? But a lot of that comes from you regard the Breakfast Club. It's ours. We want to keep it. We want to, we want to keep it close to chest. We care about it. It's nothing wrong with people feeling like that because everybody else does that about their stuff. Now, I will say I think you should be able to have conversations across the table with whoever, people that agree, disagree, white, black, and different. But I don't think that there's anything wrong with us saying these are our platforms. We hold them at a high regard. And we will say, how we feel when you're not showing up for us. I think the way that Elliot delivered the conversation in the beginning, it was and I've told him this, it came off, it was disappointing to see.
Listen, I've been ain't shit for a long time, so I can see ain't shit behavior. And I remember when hold on, I'm gonna tell you this.
Why did you look at me, Lauren? Look at him, he's talking.
No, and I'm gonna land this plane.
Oh.
When we sat with Joe Button, right? When we sat with Joe Button, what did I say? No, I'm gonna help you.
I don't remember.
No. I said, yo, Drake is mad at LeBron. He's mad at all those dudes that went to the concert. And he's gonna have outstanding beef. And Joe was like, I think you're projecting a little bit. I'm like, yes, I am. And it's shown to be factual.
Yes.
He said it word for word. So when I see him go with Bobbi, he's trying to get the narrative back. He's trying to get the black community back on his side. Yes.
Drake ain't dumb. He ain't sitting with Bobbi because he's trying to get the niggas back. He's sitting with her because he's also very smart. He understands the troll. He knows, first of all, no matter where he go, we all gonna watch. But it's the biggest troll because this is where y'all started yelling at this man in the first place. And he's showing y'all, yell again. I'm still Drake. Y'all still gonna listen. Y'all still gotta talk about my drops, my releases, Iceman 3. And I'm gonna lay in this bed with Bobbi and drink spritzers. And go ahead. And if I wanted to show up to y'all platforms, I can.
I would. I can't. Because you're gonna have me. Because you're gonna have me whenever I want to show up to you.
No, yo, I stopped talking. Gavel.